Welcome back to the Cozy Isle. I'm an Isle of Souls locked Ironman, unable to leave or trade, so I'm only using resources available on the Isle to progress the account. Last episode, we started the account, completed most of the account exceptions, and stole some bird snares to start hunter training. Let's get to work. Man, the start of this episode was a bit of a mess. You know those bird snares we worked so hard for last episode?
Alright, so I just lost the last of my bird snares.
Well, I accidentally hopped worlds while they were placed on the ground, and when that happens, Ironmen aren't allowed to pick them back up. So, I lost them right away. The weekly game update got delayed too, so if those bug traps were supposed to get fixed, they sure aren't yet. I was very tempted to just teleport to Unil and buy a few more bird snares, since I should be able to pick them up for free. But let's just suffer for now. I'm gonna go do a few things before we go back to the dungeon chest. I'm gonna need more food before going back to the dungeon, and I need more food in general for combat training anywhere. I'll be able to get a lot of high quality raw food from Soul Wars, so I need to get my cooking up. Before I got my tinderbox last episode, I had this nice little cycle for getting more cod. Starting at the bank, I'd run west to the big net fishing spot and fish until I had an inventory full of cod. Then I walked to the north campfire, cooked them, and minigame teleported back to Soul Wars, and repeat. Once I had a tinderbox, I just cut down the nearby trees to light a fire and cook them. Once I had a little bit of food banked, I realized that big net fishing is actually terrible XP per hour, less than half of small net fishing catching the lowest level fish possible. So I switched to shrimp until I was level 40 in cooking and fishing.
Yo, what up, what up?
Did you know you can't light a fire anywhere near the bank chest? I gotta walk out of the lobby area to here before I can light a fire and start cooking. Nomad, come on, wanna be a bro and relight your smoldering fire, please? I wanted a couple of drops from Moss Giants too. They drop a Mithril Sword, which is a pretty big upgrade over my bare fists, and they drop a Magic Staff, which would let me auto-cast spells before I can equip a Battle Staff. But luck is a fickle mistress, so I got a Mithril Sword on my very first Moss Giant kill, and never got the equally rare Magic Staff in nearly 200 kills. By then, I could already equip Battle Staves, making the Magic Staff useless. Moss Giants don't have that many other useful drops for me besides their big bones, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be camping here in the future. I also killed some lesser demons, but didn't get anything notable before I ran out of runes. Well, I think I've delayed long enough. Let's go back to the dungeon chest. I went back to the dungeon chest for more bird snares. There are several skeletons in the dungeon, but only one of them has a normal drop table. The rest of them just drop bones. So while I was in the dungeon, I lured that particular skeleton away from the iron dragons to kill for a bronze bar. I can smith a bronze bar into a bronze axe at one smithing, which unlocks wood cutting, subsequently unlocking fire making and fletching training. Whew, that was close. The iron dragon near the skeleton attacked me at one point, and I auto-retaliated into it, which is pretty dangerous. I never got chanced at death since I kept my health above the dragon's max hit, but if I didn't have an anti-dragon shield, I probably would have died in one hit right there. Thankfully, it didn't take long to get a bronze bar and make a bronze axe. I got an adamant scimitar, which is a nice consolation prize. That's my best weapon until I'm ready to start camping fire giants. Eventually, I got a single bird snare from the dungeon chest, so I begrudgingly trained Hunter using one trap, even though I have the level to use two at once. It was a bit annoying, but it didn't take too long to get 32 Hunter. Now, it's time to hunt for young Implings. Implings are randomly spawned flying hunter creatures and come in a wide variety of tiers and rarity. 32 Hunter allows me to catch young Implings barehanded. Young Implings have a bunch of random, mostly useless drops, but there's a few things I'd like. First and most important is the lockpick, a tool which will help me pick the dungeon chest better. They also drop bowstrings, which would save me some time before I can craft a bowstring myself and start range training. They have a few rarer drops that I would like to get, like snapegrass and oak planks, but I'm not going to be farming young Implings for that.
Let's get some decent. Oh, there's 2 young Implings. Alright, first one gives us another bass. Or tuna, I guess. Not even bass. Not even good enough for bass. Oh! Oh, yes! There's the lockpick, baby. Oh, I'm happy about that.
Nice, there's a lockpick. Let's head back to the dungeon with our fancy new toy and see how it is.
This lockpick was a scam. A diamond? I'm getting quite a few lockpicks. Well, I mean, I can definitely notice an improvement with this lockpick. It's not like it becomes easy or anything, but I'm not instantly failing nearly as often. I'm getting a couple of picks per trip down, so that's nice.
Oh hey, there's my next herblore level. Once I fail this chest. Tell us yet? But if I can't... Yeah! Yes! There we go. We got more bird snares. That's excellent. What a good chest. I guess we're going to keep going until we stop. Woo! There's 5 herblore. Another one! Dude. 41 thieving. We are killing it. My finger is gonna probably start hurting here if I keep clicking this fast. And we're out! Holy cow! Was that a good chest or what? Man, that felt really good to camp the chest without constantly failing. The higher my thieving level gets, the less often I'll fail too, so it'll just keep getting better. Someday we'll go back for a dark key, but not just yet. I'm approaching the 500 total level requirement to start playing Soul Wars, which unlocks a ton of content for me. I can buy Spoils of War, which are loot crates that commonly reward large quantities of fish, magic runes, and armor upgrades. Spoils of War is where I'm going to get a Dragon Medium Helm, my best in slot helmet. Now that I've got plenty of bird snares, let's go train some Hunter. I can use 2 traps at a time until 40 Hunter, then I can use 3 traps until 60 Hunter, and so on. There we go. That's 53 Hunter. That lets me trap Chinchompas. Chinchompas are weird little hamster-like creatures that I can throw for explosive area of effect damage, and someday they'll be pretty useful XP within Soul Wars. More important to me now is unlocking Chinchompas for the XP, because they are almost 5 times faster XP per hour than coppertail birds. Unfortunately, nothing is ever simple. On June 28th, 2018, Jagex updated the box trap with a new prerequisite to use: partial completion of the quest Eagle's Peak. This was intended to slow down bots from catching red Chinchompas, but was completely ineffective because that's how most of Jagex's anti-botting plans work out. I'm going to be making another exception on the account to partially complete Eagle's Peak for access to box traps. I can stop just before the end of the quest to not claim the Hunter XP reward and still learn how to use box traps, so I think that's a win-win. I didn't do this quest as an exception last episode because it has a 24 Hunter requirement to start, and I wanted to get that XP legitimately on the Isle first. While we're talking about exceptions, I'll mention the final exceptions I should ever have to make on this account, including the really minor ones. I had forgotten about needing a saw to start construction. It's one of those tool requirements that just about every Snowflake Ironman has to grab to get started. I need a hammer and saw to build almost everything related to construction, and there's no way for me to obtain a saw on the Isle besides building a tool store in my house, which requires a saw to build. Because of that, I'm going to be picking up a saw in Baroque, and I'll drop it once I have a tool store built to claim my own saw. What do I need construction for? Long story short, a rune crossbow, but we'll get to that another time. There's also a potter's wheel and a spinning wheel on the Isle that I can fix at low construction levels. Another minor exception is allowing me to step just outside the player-owned house portal to minigame teleport back to Soul Wars, since I'm not allowed to minigame teleport from inside a house. I would also allow myself to leave the Isle to ensure any pets I might get.
Sounds like someone who needs a quest. Alright, look, we're finally here. Look at all these ferrets. Look at them. Those are some cute little ferrets. Oh, hey, look. There's our guy. Okay, so long story short, our friend Nicholas here is stuck in this eagle's nest and can't get out until we can manage to convince this eagle to let him by. I've got the feathers that you want. Eagle me up. I like it. Do I look like a champion or what? Do I look like I could fool an eagle in this outfit? Because apparently I can. Take from pedestal. I can't get it. Look, it's a spooky Kebbit. What a weird model. That's one of those weird models that I find weirdly endearing about this game. Let's threaten Kebbit. Taunt the Kebbit.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
And grab the silver feather. Alright, now I gotta do the worst part of this quest. Well, worst, relatively speaking. This isn't that bad of a quest. But there's this puzzle thing that we have to solve. And it's a little bit annoying. There we go. Got our golden feather. Then we insert the feathers. There we go. We're just gonna sneak past him real quick. There we go. So I've given him his outfit so he can escape the eagle. And now he's going to teach me the wonderful mysteries of how to use a box trap. I like how many cinematics there are in this quest. Oh, here comes the ferret. We've got our ferret. Oh, we even got a box trap. Okay, so we can use them. That's excellent. All right, that is as far as we need to go into this quest. That's it.
Before we dive into Soul Wars, let's talk about magic and how magic unlocks everything for me. Magic might just be the most important skill for me to train on the whole Isle, and thankfully, the training methods are pretty straightforward. Magic directly unlocks construction, smithing, and range training, along with being a valuable combat style to kill monsters like moss giants and iron dragons. I can't start training construction until I have 40 magic for the teleport to house spell. More practically, I can't start training construction or smithing until 43 magic for superheat, which acts as a mobile furnace for smelting ores into bars. I need metal nails to start construction training, and metal arrow tips to start training range, so everything is locked behind magic. Magic is trained by spending magic runes on spells, either combat or utility spells. I can get a steady, although slow, supply of runes from Forgotten Souls. Forgotten Souls also drop elemental battle staves, which provide an unlimited number of elemental runes once I can equip them at 30 magic. Spoils of War give me lots of runes, particularly nature runes, which I can use with fire runes at 21 magic to cast low-level alchemy. Casting alchemy, or just called alking, converts items into a small amount of cash and rewards a healthy amount of magic XP. Between casting low-level strike spells and low alchemy, magic levels won't take long at all to get. Now that we know what we need and where to get it, let's begin one of the longer grinds on this account. Soul Wars. Soul Wars is a safe player versus player and player versus monster minigame. Two teams wage war with the goal to destroy the enemy's avatar while defending their own. Avatars are initially immune to damage and must be weakened by capturing the center soul obelisk and sacrificing soul fragments to the obelisk. Soul fragments are obtained by killing monsters in the arena, like Forgotten Souls and Wolves. Killing Forgotten Souls for fragments is going to be the primary way I play, since my account is far too weak to hold my own in full-blown PvP.
Level 50, Die Bug.
LOL, I wanna kill you.
Addy Sim, OP.
Yeah, those two. Oh, I'm gonna trash now.
Are you gonna kill me?
Soul Wars is one of the few PvP minigames which is completely safe, allows you to bring in any weapons and armor you want, and allows you to attack anyone regardless of combat level. If you're a maxed combat normal account with some money to spend, Soul Wars is a fun place to flex your gear and kill other players in a safe, chill environment. But if you're a minimum requirement nooblet without armor or stats, you're just target practice. It sucks getting slapped around by max combat accounts, but it's also pretty humorous and it makes me laugh more often than not. I try to do what I can to survive, like running away from them and towards my own team's strong accounts, or just run them around towards their side of the playing field to waste their time.
Come with me.
LOL.
Oh, jeez! Oh.
I can't believe I lived! 30 seconds. Oh, and we won! Ooh, nice. 39 zeal. Well, what the heck. We've got enough to go buy Spoils of War. Let's buy it and open it. Oh! Yay! We got a rune full helm! We have got my second best in slot helmet. Oh, would you look at that?
I can rarely survive a maxed account if they entirely focus on me, but with fast enough eating and some tricks up my sleeve, sometimes I can escape. Or just survive long enough to run to the obelisk and deposit my fragments. Sometimes I worry that I'm leeching these Soul Wars games, since I can't really contribute to capturing points or fighting off enemies. But gathering and depositing soul fragments is actually vital to winning, and I've regularly deposited the first fragments of a game, allowing our team to start damaging the enemy avatar.
And they couldn't get me in time.
I'm depositing fragments.
I'll protect you, Cozy.
Uh-oh. Well. Holy cow. This dude is such a champion. He's actually defending me.
Run, Cozy.
That dude's my hero.
Eric. You're my hero.
Zeal is the currency that Soul Wars awards after finishing a game, and I usually get between 20 to 50 zeal per game, depending if we win or lose. The amount of zeal you get directly corresponds to your actions. Depositing soul fragments while your team is in control of the obelisk has a pretty significant impact on your zeal. If I could kill people, that would also earn me zeal, but I can't really kill anyone besides other IL-locked accounts in the clan chat.
Here, we're gonna walk under him because he's getting frozen. Now that's high IQ play.
Alright now, let's start opening spoils of war, and let's hope for food and runes.
We got rune plate legs. Yes, we got rune plate legs. Oh, that's such a nice upgrade. We got lobster, dragon dagger, which we can't equip and will never be able to equip without the Lost City quest. And then last spoils, we get a bunch of rune arrows, a rune plate body, which I'll also not be able to wear.
There we go. Not only did we get the supplies we need, but we also got several armor upgrades to help out with future Soul Wars games. These runes will get me to 43 magic, unlocking smithing, range training, construction, and more. Next episode, we catch loads of Chinchompas, open 1,000 zeal worth of spoils of war, hunt for a rune scimitar from fire giants, and hopefully obtain a dark key.